Say their names.
Everybody.
Recall this judge. Recall Shorter. Recall Shorter. Recall Shorter. Recall Shorter. Recall Shorter. Say their names.
The best I can with connection. Hey, how we doing, everybody? I'm just sharing it out.
If we don't get it, if we don't get it.
Hello from Ontario, Canada. Hello.
If we don't get it.
It's gonna be rough looking streams. Watching from Louisville, Kentucky.
Say their names. No justice. No justice. No justice. No justice. No justice. Say their name.
Hello from Vancouver, Washington. Hello.
Say their name.
I wonder if the higher I stand up, it'll be better.
We don't get it.
Watching from Hibbing, Minnesota. Check in where you're tuning in from. This is live in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Right outside the courthouse.
If we don't get it. If we don't get it. If we don't get it. Shut it down. Say their name. Say their name. Say their name. No justice. No justice.
I might need to adjust my gimbal real fast.
No justice.
It's hard to hear me? I know.
No justice. We need them off the bench now.
Retirement.
We need them off the bench.
Retirement.
Say their names. Say their names.
To retire.
Say their names.
Recall it.
Don't forget, y'all. Don't forget. Say their names.
Anthony
Say their
Jojo.
names.
Anthony Jojo.
Say their names.
Anthony Jojo.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
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 if we don't get it.
Shut it down.
Say their name.
And they would do this training
Say their
thing,
name.
train and turn and stuff.
Say their name.
Go just like that, go about this right on the so you knock that. Because the first thing you did is the first thing you have to do is stop. So that they can't get to this. So if you're lucky, you have focus on it.
Make some noise, something. Put the court case back on, something.
I might need to connect my microphones. Can you guys hear me? I say it, I'm not using my mics yet.
This out.
You guys have audio?
All cops are bastards except the DA. DA full of shit. Yeah, I got abolish all three of them. But not for Kyle Rittenhouse. I was one of them. Defund the full. Come on, man.
Yeah, the stream will be choppy out here. It will be.
They don't want the senator.
We already had gotten checks and shit. Proud Boys was coming
Like the
in.
silence the senator.
We already knew that. So everybody armed. No, we didn't arm ourselves. No, we didn't arm ourselves. They came with the
Black Lives Matter didn't have any arms?
No. I care. I'm 62 years old. I don't carry nothing. You know, black don't crack. You know what I'm saying? Black don't crack. No, we don't. We do nonviolent protests.
You see Kyle Rittenhouse over there?
Yeah, he's standing on the corner. Now, first of all, let me explain something. That's a school. Wisconsin law said you can't have a gun within so many feet of a school.
Okay,
He
but
was standing.
Wisconsin-
Hold on. Let me explain. He's standing on that corner, right across the street from the school. I walked up to Kyle Rittenhouse. I already knew what he was there for. I had 100 people behind me because we was heading out to do the do our 5 o'clock march. I walked up to him. I said, "Hey, are you out here to protest, a nonviolent protest?" He told me, "No, I'm here to protect the buildings." I said, "You here to protect brick and mortar over human life?" And he said, "Yeah." They grabbed me. The people grabbed you. He was out here that day. Wasn't you? Somebody had a gun. One of the members had a gun.
One of the members of what?
Of Black Lives
You
Matter.
just said this.
We don't have guns, but they had their rifles out too because they knew.
So okay, so
They knew. I didn't lie
you
to
said
you.
that they didn't have
I
guns.
said we didn't have guns. Somebody else came that marched with us that had a rifle. We didn't have no guns.
You and your bodyguard.
No, we didn't have no guns. Okay? All right. Now, 7 o'clock, there's a curfew, right? But we do know the law states that.
Isn't Black Lives Matter against laws?
No, where you get that at?
CNN?
Get to the media.
I'm just playing.
Why you listening?
But that's the whole.
No,
Black
that's
Lives
not.
Matter.
We're not
We
against
don't
no
want
law.
laws.
We're not against no law. We want you to follow the laws that you instill. That's all we ask. We want you to follow the law. We want the law to apply for everyone, not just you. You know what I'm saying? Not for white folks. It's not a white folks law. It's a law for American citizens.
Rich and poor.
You know what I'm saying? Rich and poor, like you say. White or black. You know what I'm saying? But the law does not apply to everybody like that.
Because it's a rich and poor flag.
No, because it's a racist society.
That's your question.
Yes, sir.
Black Lives Matter take any issue with Rosenbaum using the N-word on that land? That's a good question. I'd just like to know that. Is there
That's an issue.
I don't even know about that.
I don't have a problem. It's not been disputed that Joseph Rosenbaum used the N-word that night. Do you take issue with that?
JoJo was out all that day marching for justice for Jacob Blake. He was out at the 12 o'clock march. He was out at the 5 o'clock march.
Do you take issue with them using that kind of
I
language?
don't have issue with that. I don't have issue if you use it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's in your system. You know what I'm saying? Words don't bother me. All I'm asking for, like I just explained to this man, is that I'm trying to get laws for change for everybody. Every human being should have the same laws. You know what I'm saying? Now, if a black man had did this here, if Kyle Rittenhouse was a little darker,
But still 17?
17,
Okay.
first of all, the law wouldn't even allow him to have a gun.
Say that.
But
That's proven wrong.
Well, we saying if he was a black guy, it'd be totally opposite.
But the white law says that he can have a
I
gun.
can't deny
I
that.
know, and that's what I appreciate. That right there.
Do you think
That's
this
what I
judge was
appreciate.
right to say the law is not interpreted right, and that way he can have a gun, so they dropped the misdemeanor?
He didn't have a handgun. It's illegal to have a handgun.
So if a black man had an AR-15, it's okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you've seen that.
What?
You've seen, what's called that?
Well, if you say it's okay, it's okay. I don't think
Yeah,
it's...
not fucking around coalition.
Well, I'm
You seen them?
Well,
They
I'm
all had that rifles and shit too.
Okay.
Did they get arrested?
Well, now they ain't no 17 years old.
Exactly.
He was
You can't
17
mix
years
apples and
old.
oranges. You gotta stay with just
He was.
one
You
group.
gotta stay in the system
Right.
now. You know what I'm saying? Also,
fits.
with the
Stay in the system if it fits.
And what we're saying is
Not
that
only if it,
well,
not
here's
only
the
if
thing.
it
Had it
fits,
been a black
Not
young
only
man
if it fits.
traveling from state line,
not only if it
with
fits.
it, well, coming from Illinois to Wisconsin.
But I'm not gonna
Okay,
say he
so
brought.
From up north to
No,
Kenosha.
no,
Okay,
God was already
we'll X that out. We'll X that out. Just the fact that he, it seems premeditated. Is what it seems. It's a loaded gun. You're here to assist with a loaded gun. The other people that came to
You think he
assist.
should have came without bullets?
If you're here to assist, absolutely.
So
Without
what-
a gun.
what-
Without a gun.
Really?
You're
So
here
you
to
don't-
assist.
But you gotta protect yourself. When
You
there's
don't
a
even
riot.
know that you have to protect
AR-15
yourself.
is coming to kill.
It's coming to kill.
An AR-15 is
That's an
coming to
assault.
kill.
So is a handgun. So is a clock.
Handgun don't always kill.
A skateboard.
AR-15 is
Not to
coming.
kill. Come
Oh
on now.
my God! You ever
That's
been
a
hit with a
military
Have you ever
gun.
been told don't bring a knife to a fist fight?
Yeah.
There you go.
So you think
So
that?
you bring a gun to a
Right.
fist fight.
You said the DA said here one of his last comments was that he should have taken a beating. You think that Kyle should have?
It wouldn't have killed him.
Yeah.
Do you think a
Yeah.
He had a
skateboard?
block in his hand.
Do you think a
He had block
skateboard
in his
gonna
hand.
You think he
kill
would have
Yeah.
been dead? No.
Skateboard to kill somebody?
No.
Yeah, you know what chucks are made out of? Metal.
No.
Metal
He
chucks.
should have took that ass whooping he came here for.
Yeah.
You really
Yeah,
think a
'cause he'll still
skateboard
be,
would
everybody
kill
will still be alive. Just like now, we don't agree on everything, but we're not
I
whooping
said
each other
I think
ass.
a skateboard would kill somebody.
I do. I
Yeah,
do.
depending on how many times you hit over the head with it, yeah. Any weapon would do that. But I'm saying, if he would have just got his, if nothing was up for discussion at that point, and that's why he left the car lot, going to where something was already ignited.
So you think him having a gun was wrong?
Absolutely.
Okay. What about?
Absolutely.
He was
What about? Hold on.
deputized.
Hold on.
Absolutely.
What about
He was deputized.
What about the block? Was he wrong for bringing it?
Who?
What about
Anybody brought a gun for me would have been wrong.
Okay. So now
We don't bring guns today. We brought our voice. This is the best weapon in the world. Your voice.
Okay. But now, why hasn't that Rosenbaum been charged? You gotta ask yourself. why
I would
hasn't
only
he been
think because
charged?
he's
He
deceased.
dead.
No, the dude that got his arm shot off.
Well, you said Rosenbaum. He's deceased.
Oh,
That's
who's
why
the
he's
guy
not
that
charged.
shot?
Gabe,
Gabe. Why isn't he charged?
why should he be
He
charged?
had a gun. You just said that he was wrong for having a gun.
What?
I
I didn't
said
say he was
anybody.
wrong.
Anybody.
He wasn't.
So he's not a-
He was illegal to have a gun. He
Okay,
had
so
a legal
why didn't he
gun
get
card.
charged? That's where I'm saying
He
the
didn't
system
use
is
it.
But
broken.
that's what you have to take it to the system here.
The system that
Right.
See, like I said, so it's getting silly out. Some conversations, and then there's some tension going in other places.
Come on, bud.
The police are right here. They're on top of it. So they're in the middle of a conversation and a scuffle.
That person's tackled.
You need to get that right there.
touch my fucking camera?
Why would you do that?
Yeah, this
I
motherfucker.
can't allow that. You can't allow that. You can't allow that.
I'm not having like.
One of the protesters on the steps had grabbed one of the news reporter's cameras. He grabbed this guy's camera.
Check his broken for us, all right?
Ultimately, you know, I was someone who did not have an opinion on this trial until I was able to watch it for several days on TV. I do work second shift, so I got to go to work at like 5 o'clock. But at some point, I'm home every day during the day, and I've been watching this trial, and it's totally changed my opinion of what I thought of this trial after watching the trial. Because ultimately, as we all know, people say what they want. It comes down to what evidence do you have to the court. And in my opinion, the prosecution.
Hey, heads up. Hey, look out. Just don't want to get on over.
I'll pay for it. I said I'll pay for it, all right?
Okay, can you tell us, is it broken? Is there anything like that? You want this guy cited, right? Tell us what's going on.
How about a one? All right, fair enough.
What do you think was anything wrong? Are you good?
I don't know if it is, but you can't have people punching photographers and
You got any problems?
What do you think, guys?
Go on the sidewalk so we're not impeding traffic.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Can you just come onto the sidewalk so we're not impeding traffic here? You can take pictures from the sidewalk.
He wasn't accosted.
Service dog for him.
So you got to ask him.
Can I go over what just happened? So I wasn't live when everything happened. Went live super late on this.
Beautiful day to take our approach. I know a bunch of dogs. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
What a shit show. It is embarrassing, Sean. I was like cringing standing there as the media just swarmed at, like, holy dude. Like the paparazzi, dude. Just standing there cringing. That was a big cringe moment right there. It's starting to rain. Yeah, there's been light rain. There's no verdict yet. They're still deliberating in there. This is in Kenosha, Wisconsin, outside of the courthouse.
outside of Chicago, high part of Chicago. But that's
Hold it out.
Justice now. Justice now. Justice now. I know y'all can loud. I know y'all can. The world is watching. Let's get loud. I need y'all to get loud as hell. I need them to hear us all the way into the courtroom. Let's get loud. Say it, guys. What's my name? Anthony Jojo. Don't forget about home. 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 Anthony Jojo. Justice for home. Anthony Jojo. Justice for home. Anthony Jojo. No justice, no peace. Who do we welcome back? Who do we want to next? Who do we want to next?
Always has class society. You can't get away from it. Look at China. Anthony and JoJo. 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 Putin's inner circle. Anthony and JoJo. No peace. No justice. 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 Not a really good play. Anthony and JoJo. 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 No justice.
This is live in Kenosha, Wisconsin, outside of the Kenosha County Courthouse. You're watching this live on Mercado Media, Facebook, and Snack Squad on YouTube. Still awaiting a verdict. There is no verdict yet at this time. Jury's still deliberating. Comment where you guys are watching from, what city, what state. That guy's freaking out. Yo. What in the fuck? Oh,
On the attention.
oh my god.
Really got fucked up.
Just unreal.
Really got fucked up.
I hate this.
You can't even try.
Alright, can I keep moving your car? Out of here. Out of here. Hey. We got it. Can you just turn down the music for me real fast while I have a conversation?
You got a black beard, yeah.
I see that.
Come on.
Hey.
I come to lead you.
Come on.
I come to lead you. Fuck you,
Hey.
Checkmate. Trump's got you in checkmate. All you people that are vaccinated, lay down your arms and surrender.
Hey, sir. Right here. Can you just turn down the music?
It's been like this pretty much all
We'll have a
day.
civil
It's been
conversation,
exactly
right?
like this all day.
Can I have you leave the premises?
This is a real.
Alright.
I'm going to park over there and come back.
Alright. You're not coming back.
You don't want me to come back?
I do not want you to come back and create a bigger disturbance, alright?
I'm not going to create a disturbance. I'm going to read what I got to say. I'm not going to, like I was yesterday.
Okay. So, what I need you to do is just not come back, alright?
Really?
Yes.
Well,
I'm gonna go ahead and focus in on some of the hats he has sitting on his dashboard right now. He's got clearly a Punisher with a Trump
Media and
wig.
everybody, onto the sidewalk. Let's go. He needs to leave.
Sir, can you get in your car though? You want to back up so he doesn't?
Hey, can you get a
Yeah, it looks like he has a mannequin in the back of his car. Blackface.
It's so toasty. These
Checking the back right here. He's got a mannequin with black.
I want to tell you. What I figured out.
Alright, this is what we're gonna do. I just want you to back up and then go down the street.
Susan's taking it.
Thanks, man. I understand. Alright, meeting, let's go. Onto the street.
Got me
You're off to
his
sleep.
license plate. You can clearly see that.
Hey, let me read one thing.
No.
This looks like, I don't know. If there was ever a plant, this would be a.
Let's go. Hey,
Go.
Lay down your arms.
go, run, go.
Get in your car and go. Go.
What in the
Black
fuck?
mannequin in the back of his car.
It had a on the back of its vehicle, in the back of his car.
Yes, it's me. You too. You don't give a fuck about black people. Fuck all up. Boy, it's for Kyle. This is for Kyle. Fuck all of y'all.
Stay up on the sidewalk.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. All y'all don't give a fuck about black people. You personally.
Chicago guy's back too. Well, you got to drive away. Drove off.
I know that guy's an idiot.
Illinois license plate.
Oh, you gotta watch TV then. No, these kids lost their family. Do you understand what I'm saying? These kids ain't got no daddy no more. So you gonna be their daddy? I know. That's what I'm saying. The police gonna be these kids' daddy. Oh, they weren't white. They weren't black. They was out here fighting. They was out here fighting. Are y'all gonna fight for their families? Cause I know a kid right now that ain't got no daddy. I see people just moving the fuck around. Ain't nobody caring about these people's kids. All for merch. You see this family? Fuck that. Yes, you see this family? You see this family? This is what they took away. Taking black life. They took all our, they taking our lives. And y'all not giving a fuck. Like, what's up, honey? They taking our lives, G. They are taking our lives. Minorities, Mexicans, Indian, anything that you are, these white motherfuckers are taking your lives. For no reason.
You got the picture of that?
Yeah, I got it.
That's sad. And nobody's saying shit. So I'm asking the white people should just stand up. Stand up and say that, yeah, maybe we taking too many lives. Understand, we need no more Karens. We need somebody to stand up for us. And it should start from the president. We need somebody to stand up for us.
Just quickly clarify, we were talking about the way you decide. Okay. And would you be willing to share more information? Just overall in general.
My organization is, we travel around the country.
These kids missing daddy. So are you sitting there holding that dog? You understand? These kids are missing daddy. They ain't got no father.
Not cause the business and concerns.
Make sure you out here with us, not against us. You and that jury make a decision, I hope you don't believe in the court. I'm gonna say this, and I may not be right.
Oh, yes, all right. My head was literally like this. I'm a little bit of both. I love the bad shit. That's terrible. Go to the bar.
Hey, nephew!
Hello.
So perhaps they have something more of interest to us.
All right, so they're
If
back
they
home.
do come back with question number 5 or whatever it is, whatever. You have talked about in great detail and length, and it's completely appropriate, the transparency of wanting this to be a fair trial and everything else. I'm finding that difficult in that one of the linchpins of the state's case was information. Just interrupt long enough to have the material that we've agreed to go up. So if that's ready, Ms. Wisco, we'll have to be able to take it up. They're ready for the video. But let's send up what they number 4, and then I will hear the rest of what you have to say about number 5. So is that ready to go up?
I am very like that.
Setting it as default because of the way that I sanitized the computer just now. So if we can go up with the note saying let's break.
Send the note up. They have the DA look at it, make sure it's
Come here. No, you said don't do that. Don't do what? Don't do what? Don't be black. Hey, don't be black.
Anthony Jojo. Anthony Jojo. Anthony Jojo. Anthony Jojo. Anthony Jojo. No peace. 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 No peace.
one of the
Anthony and JoJo.
video
Anthony and JoJo.
however many times you watch
Anthony and JoJo.
a video that
Anthony
we
and
got the
JoJo.
video, not the clarity and not the quality.
And
I think
Jacob
that's
Blake.
been
And Jacob Blake.
And
Jacob Blake.
Jacob Blake.
And Gay.
different manner if that
Justice for all.
All of us.
Justice for all.
All black people.
Justice for all. All of us. We don't get it. I did it. We don't get it. Shut it down. I said it. We don't get it. No.
Shut it down. Shut that shit the fuck down.
I said if we don't get it.
Shut it down.
I said if we don't get it. Shut it down. If we don't get it. Shut it down.
we get to the heart of it. We've watched the video
Shut it down.
we think, but it
We're
doesn't
gonna take it to the street to fight
we
the
don't get to present
police.
that to the jury.
Justice
And I
for
think
me.
if we're going to try to do this in a way that is free from anybody hiding anything, anybody not having the same evidence as everybody else has,
That's what they do.
where it is clearly a level, fair playing field, we have to ask for this, and I'm asking.
4, 5.
Defense is asking for a mistrial at this time.
We understand that the state can redo this case if the court grants it. We understand they will do it again. But then I think we will all have the same information.
Watch out getting that too. Y'all taking a
same
damn picture.
quality
What
of
this
video.
gonna be?
And I think
You
that
against
is
us or with
required
us?
in a case like this where he's looking at a life sentence, potentially without parole if he's convicted. It's already been closed. That doesn't strike me as fair. So for those reasons, I'm making that request. All right, I'm not going
Y'all take the wrong picture.
to see number 5, and it'll still have to be addressed because the jury saw it here in the courtroom. But I'm sorry, Judge, but if I understand Attorney Trofsky's request, this is a motion regardless of what the jury is requesting.
Saturday night. Anthony Jojo. Wednesday night. Anthony Jojo. Anthony Jojo.
We didn't have access, and I'm at this point, I don't think
Move around.
me pointing fingers and doing that is going to be the end all be all. I think what it is I can tell you, I think the state
Anthony JoJo. What's their name? Anthony JoJo. Say their name. Anthony JoJo. What's their names? Move around! Move around!
We tried to play the video for Your Honor.
Hey, come on.
And the state asked that their AV person be brought over to play their video, which was a higher quality. If this is a disorderly conduct or something, I get it. But we're talking about a potential life sentence. So I'm making that request.
Again, I'm going to say that if there is a guilty verdict in any degree,
no justice! No peace! 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 No peace! No peace! No peace! Anthony JoJo! Anthony JoJo! Anthony JoJo! Anthony JoJo! Anthony and JoJo! Anthony JoJo! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
All y'all out here don't give a fuck about none of us.
Need justice now!
The defendant's
Need
first
justice
attorney,
now!
after he was charged with
Justice
this
now!
case,
Need justice
appeared
now!
on the
Need
interview,
justice now!
appeared
Need
alongside
justice
the
now!
high-definition
Need justice
version
now!
of his film.
Need justice now! Need justice now!
He's gone through
Need
other attorneys
justice
since then.
now!
But the
Need
defendant
justice now!
himself
We
would
want
have been aware of
peace!
it. His legal team would have been aware of it. Obviously, both sides have attempted to get it, and we could not.
There's
We're
no
not
way no
able to
man
do
can
so.
get off no fucking shit, 6 shots and go all the way out there.
7 shots in the back!
Didn't know that until
7 shots in the back! No, 7 shots in the back! 7 shots in the back!
It was in his show. He didn't know
7
that
shots in the
session
back!
was purchased
That ain't right!
and
7 shots in the back! That ain't right! Justice for Jacob Blake! 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 Justice for Anthony Hoover!
is in possession of the state in any way, shape, or form.
Hell no.
It's
What we want? Right here.
I guess on the
Talk
internet,
about
and
real shit.
in the
What we want?
in the world in that regard.
All y'all white people
And I
ain't got
think we're
shit to do with
focusing
us.
on too heavily on,
We gotta live a certain way. Fuck that.
I guess, a
No
technological
justice,
glitch.
no peace. Fuck y'all.
And less on the, and we should be focusing on that this exhibit was played. The jury's asking to see
And I thank
exhibits that they
everybody
have
for being
seen,
out here, but at the same time,
and that the
y'all don't live
defense
like
saw when they were played in court.
Y'all don't live like us
What's
at
on
all.
my phone or my laptop? The defense's phone or laptop is a that exhibit was played, was not objected to, and the authenticity was stipulated to. And the defense, I understand they didn't realize it till
Shut it down.
watched this exhibit on a television set.
Shut it down.
From them, they watched, they could
Shut it down. Shut it down.
That is what matters. That is what the jury sees. That is what they have seen. If they want to see it again, it's not prejudicial. It's not prejudicial in any way that the defense had a compressed version now. Obviously, they had seen or had a full version at some point, possibly prior to Attorney Richards becoming the primary attorney. But that is not the fault of the state. And the fact that some technology compressed this file without anyone's knowledge until Friday is that's the responsibility of the state. And Defense Exhibit 41 to pretend that some of this they didn't know about this video.
Change them laws! Change them laws!
Or not a glitch, but I guess it worked in a way that is designed that we were not aware of.
Change the fucking
And-
laws. Care about black people. Y'all need to give a care about black people act. I don't give a
One not
fuck
only
if
has
you don't like me,
the
fuck
drone
you.
video,
That's on everything I love.
No justice.
which is the defense
No
exhibit.
peace.
It also has
No
a circle around
No
it and then pointing the gun. As I said in my rebuttal, this did not seem to be a great issue until the defendant testified
No
otherwise on the
peace.
tape.
No justice.
No peace.
All of a sudden,
No peace.
the defense is calling into question
Anthony and Georgia. Jacob Blake.
Anthony and JoJo.
Jacob Blake. Anthony and Georgia.
Anthony and JoJo.
Anthony and Georgia. Jacob Blake. Remember, we all here for Jacob Blake. But Anthony and JoJo
confronted with the
they
exhibit.
lied.
He denied it. The jury wants to see these exhibits, and I understand there may not be a mistrial until we see what happens or if it's even
You don't
necessary.
raise no kids to kill people.
And
No one. No one can
an
raise
expert that could have looked at this video, I'm sure did look at this video, and there were questions at the very beginning of the trial
If that's how you
about
feel, y'all raising people to
trial,
kill.
about the resolution of the FBI claim video, the different video, the expert looked at that. I'm sure the expert looked at this. The expert must have missed it, that it had been compressed somehow. This is not a resource we had available to us. And I believe a motion for this trial is inappropriate. I don't believe it should be granted. And coming back to number 5, they're asking to see exhibits that have already been played, and with the exception of the exception of 155, were not objected to. And the court has said many times when the state has tried to raise these technological issues,
Let's defend yourself. It's not a crime.
we're asking for the same treatment now that these were not objected to. The defense has had access to the exhibits. They've had access to.
All right, walk away. You got shit to say. Walk away.
The right to defend yourself is not a crime.
It's unfortunate.
The right to defend yourself is not a crime. The right to defend yourself is not a crime. That includes Rittenhouse. The right to defend yourself is not a crime. The right to defend yourself is not a crime. The right to defend yourself is not a crime. Justice for America, Kyle has to be found innocent. Justice for America. Justice for the Second Amendment. Justice for America. Justice for the Second Amendment.
Who the fuck are you? You ain't black.
Justice for America.
Get the fuck out of here.
This is not a color thing. This is not a race thing. This is an American thing. The right to stand here is what we all died for. And away from these fascists. We only want to destroy. We want to take away from
I'm not about to get him here.
Can't even see him now. They swarm the hell out of him. Man.
Standing up for Jacob Blake.
Look at this. I was close, and then they swarmed
Second Amendment right to defend yourself. This is against our Second Amendment right as an American. That's what this trial is about.
No problem.
Now where the clearance is?
Tell me this.
Everybody's trying to fight, but they wrong. Y'all rape and kill us, but we supposed to be okay.
That's have no weapons.
Y'all crazy. Oh,
But he brought a gun and changed the game. He brought a gun and then changed the game. Is this right to kill people with somebody about to kill? No. It's his right to defend himself. It's his right to defend himself. Not come premeditated to kill people, which is what he did.
Premeditated.
When he loaded that gun and brought it here where no one else had one, that's premeditated. Ma'am, I'm not talking to you. I'm not going to talk to the elder. I'm not talking to elder.
What's going on?
God bless you.
I have a question for you. How
You are
much?
conditioned. I'm not talking to an elder. You conditioned. Stay back there. I'm talking to this gentleman.
How much of the trial did you watch?
All I needed to see is what he done, and what he done was kill 2
The
innocent
media
people.
lies. The media
I
deceives
was
you.
here. I was here, sir. That's what you don't know. If you look at my footage, you'll see I was here. Thank you. See how you quiet? Because you were not.
I saw video footage.
You just said the media gonna manipulate us, but now you're talking about video footage. Until you get yourself together, you should stay home.
If you
have a great one.
It'd be the same thing as video footage watching it. There's no difference. See, this is what the left does. When they lose, they walk away because they know they have no argument. Going to go across state lines, number one. Okay, so that's false. That's a media lie that you've been told.
So you said it's okay for us to just go around and kill people?
Come on, give me an AK right now.
So let me go get mine out the truck.
Yeah, let me go get mine.
And see,
Here's what it comes down to. Here's what it comes down to. Here's what it comes down to. You are legally allowed to carry a gun, yes. Okay? Now, if you question, okay, let's just use this as a hypothesis, okay? So if you're carrying a gun, right? Let's say you're carrying a gun, okay? Let's say you're carrying a gun. If somebody comes up to you and tries to take that gun from you forcefully, what would your reaction be to do?
Number one, my gun is not going to be out unless I need to pull it.
Okay, well,
no, I'll let you
So
talk.
now you're violating the law for a concealed carry is what you're going to tell me?
You asked the question.
So now you're being a criminal.
You don't want to.
You have to have it shown unless you have a CCW or it's considered illegal.
Okay,
so
carry.
Unless he had a CCW, he cannot hide that weapon.
Number one.
Otherwise, he's breaking the law.
Number one.
So know the law.
Number one, he's not old enough to carry that weapon.
In Wisconsin, he is.
No, not. Number one, you got to be in a.
If he wasn't old enough to carry the weapon, why did they throw that out of? Why did they throw that charge out of the courtroom?
Number one, the judge being a bastard, and I can say that on national TV. The judge is being a bastard. You let me.
No, it's because he looks at the facts, and you guys look at what the media says.
You
and you don't
me
look
a
at
question.
the case.
Let me answer it for you. You want your answer. Number one, in order for you to buy a gun in the state of Wisconsin, Louisiana, Illinois, you gotta have valid license to get it.
Stop a second.
No.
Let me explain something. Okay, I'm a father who has 3 kids. My 12-year-old.
I got 11. So what you saying?
My 12-year-old is not allowed to buy a gun, but he has a right to have the gun and use it to go hunting when I buy from him. So the argument that says he can't buy a gun doesn't hold water because he can legally
accept. Your son go hunting without you? Yes or no?
Yeah, he goes hunting with other adults. He doesn't need to go with me. He can go with his grandpa.
He just broke it. You just broke it.
Why does he need
You just broke it. You just
My son is 12, not 17. There's a difference.
Okay, but still, once again, he's under supervision, right?
My 18-year-old has been hunting by himself since he was 16 years old on our own property. So there you go.
The key word, private property. With private
property. It's about age. No, it's about age and about when.
Man, you gonna let me talk?
It's about age.
You gonna let me talk?
It's not about private property. It's about age.
Yes, private property is that the police can't come on your shit.
It's not about that. It's about
yes,
age.
It is.
When you
no.
When you feel your son or your daughter is legally able to be responsible enough for that weapon, is when you just make that decision.
Well, that's because I take my kids to the gun range all the time. But the difference is, I teach them how to properly shoot and handle a weapon, not just handle it.
Okay, so if you're a gun advocate, did you see how the DA held the gun in trial? Because if you were a gun advocate, you would say that the guy completely doesn't know what he's doing. He literally had his finger on the trigger and pointed it at the jury.
Listen, he put himself in that predicament when he came across state lines.
I'm talking about your DA during the trial. If you're a gun advocate,
we're not talking about DA.
No, you're calling out gun advocacy, so you have to call everything out.
What happened?
No, you're trying to be a gun advocate, so you have to call everything out.
I ain't trying to be nothing because
you are, because that's what you say.
I know the proper way to how to handle weapons.
So then you have to call if you're calling this one out, you have to call the other one out. No, you cannot call one sheep one color and then call the other sheep another color. It's all the same.
The district attorney got an education, got a degree.
Yeah, and he doesn't know how to hold a gun.
Okay, so he might don't carry a gun. Everybody don't carry guns. People carry knives, bats.
He doesn't know how to hold a gun.
Okay, that's true enough. But at the end of the day, he might don't like guns. You got some people don't like guns.
That's their right. That's their choice.
My point exactly. But once again, this boils down to you want to holler self-defense. You knew it was a riot going on in the state of Wisconsin. You should have stayed.
He's there for medical help.
Number one, he's not licensed.
Doesn't matter. That's burning down. If your city's burning down, you're not going to go protect it?
It's not his city. He's an Illinois resident. He's not.
No, his parents are divorced. He spends one time at one house, one time at the other.
Get the hell off with that shit, man.
What? That's what happened.
You asking me a question because you going to let me talk.
I've let you talk.
Well, stop interrupting me.
All your points are null and void.
You want respect.
You're cherry picking. You're cherry picking.
I'm not cherry picking.
You are. You only like the law when it applies to you, but when it doesn't apply to you, you don't like it. I've been listening, and you're cherry picking.
The difference
just like Biden.
If I was the one had the AR, and went up to that SWAT truck, that either told me three things. Drop the gun, show me your credentials.
He didn't go to police. What does that have to do with it? He didn't walk up to the SWAT truck.
Stop talking, but you're not listening.
And his hands were up.
My point is
I saw the video.
If that was me, as a black person with an assault rifle, they either did three things: shot my ass, asked for my credentials, took me down with hand-to-hand combat down. What they did to him? They didn't do shit. Threw him some water. Good. Once they found out later on that was him, okay, then justice was applied. But at the end of the day, listen, I tell you what, I guarantee you right now.
More white people in this country get hurt by police than African Americans.
Man, you crazy in your motherfucking head.
Look up the statistics.
Look at the statistics.
The FBI has the statistics. People won't talk about.
You know what? I'm gonna leave
They have the stats, and the stats say on the FBI website. On the FBI website, it says that African Americans are not the most harmed by police officers in this country. That's the facts.
Let me tell you something.
I'm not saying they're not harmed. I'm not saying there's not an issue in the black community. I'm not saying there's not an issue in the poor community. I'm not saying there's not issues in this country, okay? I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is the issues the media are pushing is a false narrative on the people, and it's not making you, it's dividing us. It's not putting us together, because ultimately, at the end of the day, we want the same things. He has kids, I have kids. We want our kids to grow up in a country that we can like, that we can believe in. Right now, the way the country's going, I don't believe in it.
What's your name? Raised on racism.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That's a lie.
This country has been racist.
That's a lie.
We came here as slaves. My ancestors built that capital that you want to wear a flag for. My ancestors built that. We didn't come here by vacation.
What did I do? What did I do?
I stood there and let you
What did I do?
talk.
You're gonna make accusations. Okay, stop a second. Did you know? Are you aware that there were not just African American slaves in this country, but Irish slaves, German slaves? There were other nationalities that were slaves in this country. Are you aware of that?
Did they have to go through Jim Crow? Did they have to go through redlining? Did they have to go through mass incarceration? Did they have their communities bombed and fired? Huh?
Look, I'm not arguing. Stop a second. I'm not arguing with that. I recognize that, but here's a question I have for you then, okay? Look, I'm not going to dispute any of those facts you just said, but here's a question I have for you, okay? So and I'm not saying you are this person, but I'm going to use this as an analogy because this is what you're doing with slavery, and I want you to understand that, okay? So if you as a person, okay, go out and kill somebody, do you think 5 generations from now your grandkids should have to pay that penalty?
If I go out there,
if you go out and kill somebody, do you think 5? No, that's not the question I'm asking. I'm asking you, regardless of what they do to you.
But it's still.
That's not the question. Okay. Regardless of what they're doing
to answer
to you.
your question, I'm gonna answer your question.
Is it valid? 5 generations later,
they shouldn't have to pay for it.
So why are you?
However,
there is no.
However, now answer your question, let me answer it. However, when it's instilled in my family that 5 generations later that they gotta keep on killing, then it's like one of them hot dog, what was that? It's something that they raised with.
Okay, I got another question for you. And this is reality, okay? So we in this country, so if you live in a community, and if you look over the last 50 to 70 years, there's been no change in your community, but the same faction has run your community for the last 50 to 70 years, and all you want to do is blame other things. When do you decide that it might be that party that's running things to blame?
It's not about a party.
All of the major cities that have had violence in the last year, all of the major places that have had trouble with riots in the last year are all Democrat. Why is that? Can you answer that?
So I guess January 6th didn't happen. It was all Republicans. On our capital.
Washington, D.C. is a Democratic city. It always has been and always will be.
But it was all Republicans. There wasn't no Democrats there.
Stop a second. If you actually look at the court proceedings,
let me say something.
Half of them were FBI agents.
1995, 2 million black men came to Washington, D.C. We did a 1 million man march. 2 million of us was there. Not one went into the Capitol. Not one of them. Not one did we do any damage.
And how many FBI agents did you have intertwined in your group to be instigators?
I don't know, but that goes all the way to the
whole
black
January
Lives
6th is a
Matter.
completely different discussion. So
It is a completely different. He brought it up, but
no, that's understandable. Fair enough. But you do have a good point that you see a lot of democratically led cities have a lot of high crime,
This is a Republican city.
No, it's not.
Kenosha is a Republican city. We got a Republican mayor here. We got a Republican state's attorney. You got a police chief. Won't nobody run against them. You got a sheriff. Won't nobody run. You got the same mayor that been here. We need people to step up. And with your ideas, if you live here, I see you can run.
See, that's it.
Justice for who? Anthony Jojo. Anthony Jojo. Anthony Jojo. No justice. No justice. No justice. No justice. No justice.
We are downtrodden. We are denied not only from us or aside from us, is come together against the common enemy. Big holes up 12, what is how we bumming? These L4 John Crawford, what you tell they mothers? If they was black in America, fucking sound. They see nothing and keep feeling that they guns out. Niggas up on 6 stops, really getting gunned down. Nothing working every other day, fucking millions in our necks. Fucking list, chopsticks in his face, that's the weapon out his bitch.
Justice for who?
Catastrophic period within the history of this country. Which one? We want justice for the soldiers. When SLSD, Boston Jane, and Kelly Rock. Fuckers this year on risk, it's targeted and followed.
No matter what.
All right, we're live in Kenosha, Wisconsin. This is the idea of the crowd size in front of the courthouse as we still await jury deliberation and the verdict here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Comment where you guys are tuning in from. We're live on Mercado Media, Facebook, and Snack Squad YouTube channel. Oh, got me on it. Caught me on it. My bad. Trying to zoom in. Northern Canada in the chat. Hey, how you doing? Hey, you know, we got Nevada in the chat. Yeah, it looks much bigger when you're standing in it, but I forgot that I haven't pulled out of it. There was a lot going on for a little while there, but it's not really the crowd is not very large at all. There's a mix of pro Kyle and anti-Kyle in there. Definitely more anti-Kyle right now, but there still is a presence of pro-Kyle in terms of a not guilty conviction. Chico, California, South Africa is in the chat. Watching from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. I don't have my microphones on yet, so that's probably why I sound so terrible. I'm leaving the microphones off until later, because this is just a bunch of people watching right now. Hey, thank you, Ginger, for the super chat. Also, the quality is, I'm fully aware about the connection quality, guys. The cell service isn't the best. I have 5G and everything, but there's no 5G here. So at least I'll try to provide, a general image of what's happening. It'll be much better and clearer during the Kim Potter trial that is coming up on November 30th. The state of Minnesota versus Kim Potter trial begins on November 30th. So that begins in under 2 weeks now. I will be providing courtroom coverage as well as coverage like this, any happenings in Minneapolis, such as protests, events, any gatherings outside of the courthouse, anything in Brooklyn Center. I'll be out there as well, covering that. Make sure you join our Discord. Comment the Discord in the chats for everyone. Join our Discord server, it's Snack Squad Discord. Keep in mind, it's not a real highly politically charged Discord. It's really not. It's more for not political things, but we do have discussions and sub-threads on there for discussions around these type of things, and it's really good. I want to promote constructive dialogue. Breaking access. Rest in peace to young Dolph. I heard he was killed today. And I was when I was in basic training, and this is I'm not kidding around. When I was in basic training in the military, this Blue Magic album came out, and we were listening to that, just for hype and for motivation. And Young Dolph's music got our platoon through basic training, or a good chunk of our platoon. So it's really too bad. I don't know much information about it, but I did hear about that. What's up, dude?
How are you?
Doing all right.
Good.
Just kind of standing back, watching. Yeah, I'm trying to find the best spot to stand for the best connection. It comes and goes. Sometimes it's real good, sometimes it's potato.
Are you being good?
So no?
Being good though?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Yeah. I might end here for a little while and go get food. You just got done with that? Yeah, I might go get some food for a bit. We'll see. It's really just people watching, and there's nothing really happening. Yeah. The trial, prepared me to be back here at least, because we had to watch through everything. But I've also, I've been back here multiple times since that night. Yep. Sounds good. We have moderators for the chat. I'm not touching the chat. I don't moderate the chat anymore. It was mentally taxing on top of filming and monitoring my environment around me as well. It was just way too much. We have chat settings on. We do the best we can. We have a good, awesome team of moderators. Situations like this where it's highly polarizing and political and emotional, the chat can get messy. So it's what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. But we don't allow we allow all opinions. This is how you express your opinion. We don't allow hate speech.
Basically just said now that if they don't get a guilty verdict, they're going to commit a bunch of crimes.
We said shut it down. Not commit crimes.
How are you going to shut a city down without committing a crime? I'd like to know. What are you going to do? Impede my right to move? The crime.
No, we do need moderation because the page and my platform can be taken down. So say we leave hate speech in the chat, and this is why it needs to be removed. Because say we leave the hate speech and it's there, somebody that doesn't like the hate speech will then report that, and then enough reports, and if it continues, the page and the channel can be taken down. So to mitigate that, we remove. It is what it is. It's just how it's going to be. I don't want my channel or my page getting taken down.
Recall Schroeder. That's where it starts. And there's so much more that we can do as a group, as a unit. And that's what we're going to continue to do. And that's how we're going to continue to fight.
That's right. And this sister walked all the way to Washington, D.C.
Of course he laughing. Of course he laughing. Because they think it's a joke. They think we're a joke. As a unit, they think we're a joke. We can never be a joke as long as we keep standing up and fighting together. It's guilty. Indict, convict, send that killer cow to jail. The whole damn system. Is guilty as hell. What do we want? When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, if we don't get it, if we don't get it, no justice, no justice, no justice. Fuck them racist ass KKK.
Yeah, man, whenever you want to connect, I hit you.
Here, Xavier, here you go.
I don't have a visiting card, but I know you can reach out to me. I'm super accessible. I have open DMs.
Oh, dude, thank you. Yeah, I'll just, here, actually.
I'll basically be here until
Convict, send killer cow to jail.
Yeah, same. I've extended mine.
Convict, send killer cow to jail. The whole damn system. Convict, send killer cow to jail. The whole damn system.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you so much.
Convict, send killer cow to jail. I said indict. Convict, send killer cow to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. I said indict. I didn't know that you could bring up Mr. Just take the system is guilty as hell. I said indict. Send killer cow to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. What do we want? We don't get it. Shut it down. I said if we don't get it. Shut it down. I said if we don't get it. Shut it down. I said if we don't get it. Shut it down. We gonna shut it down. Shut it down. I said we gonna shut it down. We are going to shut it down. I said shut it down. Shut it down. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. Until we get it, shut it down. No peace. No justice. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No justice. No justice. No mercy. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9 to 11. 9 to 11. 9 to 11. 11. 9 to 11. 9 to 11.
Yeah, I already got most of these people. Sound about right.
Justice for who? Justice for who? Justice for who? What we want? Justice! What we want? What we want? What we want?
All right, y'all. Hey, I'm gonna give this a break. All right, I'm gonna end the stream. I'll come back out. I'm gonna go get some food, and then I'll come back out. And of course, when the verdict is being read or when it is ready, we will be live in the courtroom for that. All right, they're jumping around in the courtroom feed so many times. There's no way to plan when they're gonna be live in the courtroom for when they have to come in and they have a question. So I can't do that. But when the verdict is about to be read, we'll have that on live for you guys in the courtroom here. And then I'll be back live again outside the courthouse, okay? I might come back out for another hour or two if there's no verdict yet and do a night stream out here again like I did last night. Again, that's all depending on a verdict, if there is a verdict or not. But so, keep an eye out for that. I'll keep you guys posted on Mercado Media. Follow me on Instagram. I'll do a personal live there and talk with everybody that follows me on Instagram while we wait. But beyond that, I'll be live again. I'm gonna go eat. I'll be live later. See you guys in a while, all right? Live from Kenosha, Wisconsin. Andrew Mercado from Mercado Media and Snack Squad on